This episode of App Judgment is brought to you by the 2012 Ford Mustang.
Welcome to App Judgment, your source for mobile application news and reviews. I'm Anthony Carboni.
And I'm Jackie Talbot, and I would like to take a second and talk about our favorite apps of 2011.
2011,
Actually,
wrap it up.
We're going to pick one that we loved this year.
Okay.
And what's yours?
Instagram. I gotta say Instagram.
You know, that's a no-brainer.
Super surprise, right?
Yeah,
Coming
no
from me.
surprise.
No, I love it. I take more photos than I've ever taken with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's the camera that's always on me, blah, 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 blah. And I also love the entire ecosystem of stuff that has popped up around Instagram. All the different ways you can get your Instagrams printed, all the different ways you can integrate them into your social networks. I just love it.
Yeah, it's done a lot. But
how about you?
Mine is definitely a game. I wanted to go with Katamari Amore because whatever. But as far as an app, since that's kind of a game itself, you know, I went with something that didn't get awesome reviews, but I did a snap judgment on it called, it's the Tofu Trials of Chi.
Okay.
I loved
I played that one, yeah.
I thought it was awesome. It's free, ad-supported only, which causes it to be a little buggy, which is why there's only 1-star reviews right now. But as far, I mean, it's not buggy that, you know, so you can't play it, but I think it's a lot of fun. It's very Super Meat Boy for me, and like
the best 1-star game you'll play all of 2011.
Yeah.
Annie's going to have a very scientific breakdown of this year's most popular iOS apps amongst our viewers next Friday, thanks to the people over at Crosswalk.
Crosswalk is our social app network of choice, and you can sign up at crosswalk/join/appjudgment to make your votes count.
And now for our patent-pending rapid-fire app list. First up, get curated restaurant recommendations with the beautifully designed Alfred for Android. I'm sure you've already downloaded Grand Theft Auto 3 from the Android market or the iOS market. What? You haven't? Why not? I don't know. And then Capcom's Mega Man X is now in the iOS App Store, and it's terrible.
Aww.
It is a terrible port of Mega Man X.
That's too bad.
Stick with Grand Theft Auto.
Well, Google Plus app now lets you create a hangout from your phone. Google Voice for iOS updates with multi-recipient texting and contact autocomplete. And meet Dottie, the disposable camera app for iPhone and Android. No, better yet, meet Doc Pop, the community manager of Sincerely, makers of the awesome Dottie app, coming up after our sponsor.
Once again, we're sponsored by Ford this week, so we've been diving into some more of the features found in the 2012 Mustang. Do you ever get tired of the boring lighting in your car? Not with the Mustang. It uses Ford's My Color system to give you ambient light for just the right mood. Lights in the front and rear footwells, doors, instrument panels, and even cup holders can all be customized. And My Color is just another one of the many fantastic features you'll find in the 2012 Mustang. So thanks again to Ford for sponsoring this week.
Back in the studio with us, Doc Pop from Sincerely. Welcome back, sir.
Hey, it's good to be here.
Yeah, you guys have been releasing all kinds of apps this year, and your latest is Dottie, which is a take on old instant cameras, right?
It's a Dottie disposable camera. It's meant to just simplify the process of taking photos and sending them as prints.
Okay.
Or Postogram is a step-by-step process. You like take the photo, you maybe edit it, you pick it out, you add it to just one recipient, maybe yourself or maybe your grandmother or whatever. This whole concept is based around the idea of just taking the photos and then at the end of the roll, it just gets mailed to you.
Okay, so this kind of very closely approximates what you would get with just a regular film camera and going to the drugstore then.
Yeah, just without the steps of going to the store to buy the camera and then going to the store to drop off the camera and then...
And hopefully with much better photo quality since it's not one of those little plastic cameras.
I would say better than definitely like Walgreens prints or the cameras themselves. Yeah, the iPhone camera is pretty awesome. So it's pretty good. Better I'd say than disposable cameras actually are.
So take me through it. How does it work?
So the first thing you do is just take a photo. It just is an unfiltered kind of raw photo.
Okay.
Afterwards, if you like the photo, you can hit the thumbs up button. Otherwise, you can hit the thumbs down button and retake it. It's not added to your roll.
Cool.
So this one was a little blurry. Let me take one of you here. Awesome. So now I've got the thumbs up, and it just gets added to my roll. And I can go through and look at all the negatives I have so far. If I want, I can kind of
neat.
remove some of them. But for the most part, once you get to 12 rolls, 12 photos, it's just going to say, this is ready to ship. Where would you like to send it? And if you're already a sincerely user, we'll already have your credits in there. So if you have bulk credits, we'll just kind of pass them by.
Okay, so these are the same credits that you guys have for Pop Booth, for Postagram, for everything you do.
Absolutely.
Cool. And when I take these pictures, are they also saving to my camera library?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. You don't have to wait to see them. It's not like a replacement for your camera. It's something you can do on top. So you don't have to think like, well, do I want this as a print or do I want this as an actual digital photo? You can have both. So
can I add? Are there any effects to add to a photo afterwards, or is this just a straight up like family photo sort of process?
This is the straight up process.
Okay.
It's just meant to be to just not have to worry about what you're doing.
Okay.
There's definitely, if you want to do lots of editing and stuff like that, probably there's other apps for you. This is meant more for just like being able to be in the moment, you know, just at a party and taking a photo. You may be handing your phone around, or your grandparents using it. It's meant to just simplify everything.
Very cool. And if I have photos that I'd like to get printed with you guys, can I add them to a roll if they're already in my camera library?
No, no.
Okay.
This is currently only set up to allow you to just take the photos from within.
Okay.
Adding the ability to add rolls kind of complicates the process, but it's something we're still considering. But for now, we just wanted to see how this worked. It's kind of a new concept, so
yeah.
I think we're going to try this out, and if people like it, we'll just stick with this.
And you brought a roll, so we can see how they come out, and it's great. They come in like the actual little photo mat
so
envelope.
It's 12 photos, and each photo is printed like really high quality.
Yeah, that looks really good.
And these were all taken just in our Sincerely offices. We did a trip to Tahoe last week, a workation.
Okay.
And it was really awesome coming back from Tahoe and having a roll waiting for me at home. It was a really quick, yeah, it was a really like, because of how easy it is, you kind of tend to forget that you even did it. And then you get home and there's this like surprise for you, and you're like, oh yeah, the fireplace and skiing and all that stuff. So.
That's awesome. And how much does it cost per roll?
$4.99 for within the U.S., and we actually do international with this as well. It's just $1 more.
Okay.
So it's 25 Sincerely credits or $4.99.
Awesome. This is very cool. And tell me, how does this? I mean, the sort of instant camera thing is getting very popular, and the sharing photos thing is getting kind of popular. Hipstamatic this week also released the Hipstamatic D, which is their instant camera. How does this compare? So the Hipstamatic D, when we first heard about it, like it had disposable in the name. It was like we were kind of thinking we were simultaneously working on the same product. It turns out what they're doing is something totally different. It's a collaborative digital camera app, so that different people can take photos on the same roll, but the roll doesn't actually get printed or anything. It gets shared through Facebook or whatever. And what we're doing is just a whole different take on that. So they've got filters. They sound like they're doing something kind of like what Color used to be.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, everybody thought it was going to be like a new social network or something like that. It turns out it's just Hipstamatic with the ability to share a role with someone else. Okay. Which is a nice feature.
So
I love
two very
Hipstamatic.
different things then.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, this looks great, and we are actually going to run a little contest for you guys here over the holiday weekend. Go home this weekend, take your best holiday photo, and then tweet it to us at AppJudgment. And next week we'll look over the photo, choose a winner, and you guys will get a free roll from Dottie.
That sounds great.
Very cool. Well, awesome. Doc, thank you so much for being here again.
Yeah, thank you.
Looking forward to trying out Dottie. And remember, if you want to keep up with everything we do, you can follow us on Twitter at AppJudgment. We're also on Facebook, YouTube, Google+, and of course, Crosswalk if you want to see what kind of apps we're using. I'm Anthony Carboni. Have a happy holiday.